Hello and welcome to Gemini Visions. I'm Mrs. Gemini.
And I'm Mr. Gemini.
And today we are doing an August 2020 reading for Aries. And this is pertaining to career, finance, material goods.
Money.
Money, 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 money.
Oh, we're going to do these differently than we were doing the loved ones.
Yes.
We're going to go with a 4-card spread from our decks. I use Hush.
And I use the Herbal Tarot.
Yeah. And then we're going to follow that up with a Moonology Oracle card for an overall general
Feeling for the month of August.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on for money with
Aries
in August.
We had such a good love reading.
Oh, yes.
And if you haven't seen that, I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, if you're new here, like and subscribe.
Lots of passion. Yes, like and subscribe so you can get all of our new content. And also share it with your friends if you know some fellow Aries, or maybe your person would see it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you need, because we're just the messengers.
That's right.
Alright.
Let's see what we can get here for Aries.
I have a really good feeling about the month of August. I have had a good feeling about the month of August.
Yes.
Gosh.
I'm waiting it out for August for a while.
Let's see what Source has to say. Well, I did open up to the King of Pentacles and the Magician, so it's beautiful.
Good shuffling for you guys.
Yes. Alright. I'm going to start shuffling. Ooh, Aries. Popping out. Okay. Banding together. Competition of some sort. Maybe you're entering a competition. Maybe at your workplace, maybe like a bonus competition.
Yeah.
Those happen a lot, especially during the summer. Workplaces like to have those little friendly competitions. Oop. Page of Wands. All right.
Dokes.
Let's see what we have for the month of August 2020. Too many. Thank you, though. I'm sure they'd love all those messages. Right. What did you get, Mr. Gemini?
I got the Empress.
Nice.
Got the Ace of Swords.
Nice.
I got the Hierophant.
Ooh.
And I got the Two of Swords.
Got that. The Ten of Cups came out too.
Ten of Cups came out right at the end. It was like, take me.
Wow. So I'm going to finish getting the messages on this side of the table, if Mr. Gemini would like to.
Yeah, so I'm seeing some pretty positive stuff here. The Empress. It's a great card. So it looks like you're going to be moving into something that's going to be really good for you. You're full of ideas about an opportunity here. Possibly you already had a job where you're able to cultivate ideas.
Ooh.
With the Ace of Swords.
Wow.
So that's a great thing. That's a triumph in many, many ways. And then we got the Hierophant, so you could be signing some paperwork, getting that upgrade, so to speak. Getting that big promotion, or maybe just being able to sign some documents and get a little more cash flow to yourself. And then the Two of Swords. It's a possibility you're waiting to make this decision on the promotion, or maybe you're waiting to look at another job. That's what I'm saying. And I got the Ten of Cups, which means you are looking for, I think, balance, and you're looking for emotional satisfaction from your work.
And sometimes that's really difficult to find, but in the end, you are triumphant because you have, this is almost like a practice run, the Five of Wands, because you already know what you're willing to compete for. You already know what it means to you, this work environment. I feel like this is a position already. I see a new, look at this Page of Wands. I see communication coming your way about a decision you have to make. Judgment is some of the highest. You cannot go wrong with the choice that you make. So, because it's the source, it's the divine energy running through you to help you make that decision, so you are happier with your choices.
Right.
See? So you have a lot of choices going on, Aries.
Yeah, and I think that if I may interject, Mrs.
Absolutely,
Gemini, I got the
go
Two of
for it.
Swords in a similar position as the Seven of Cups. You may be feeling some indecision about a lot of options. But with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords right here, I feel like you have clarity on what you want.
Yeah.
Whether you're accepting that or not.
Yeah.
And again, I have the Hierophant in position 3, where Mrs. Gemini's got Judgment. I think that there's a possibility you're connecting with your spirit here and trying to figure out what you truly want deep down.
I mean, it's been a hard couple of months for a lot of us.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Absolutely.
sometimes a lot of jobs don't treat their people correctly.
Very true.
So
Very, very
why
true.
would you stay in a position when you have all these options? I don't see anything other than prosperity, though, with the Ten of
Right.
Cups.
Yep.
I don't see anything but prosperity with the Seven of Cups, because though this is emotions, water energy,
It's very much representative of
our
options.
our outward options. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna draw another card because I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna.
But you're definitely standing in your own power as the
Yes, you
Empress,
are.
I think. Even as the Page of Wands.
Yeah, and you're listening to your inner guidance to make that call, make that decision.
That's right.
So that could very well mean,
Yeah, it looks to me like you have clarity, you have the power with this Ace of Swords. You push into a new thing. Push into a new position. Get what
Yes.
you need out of it.
absolutely.
And I do feel there's maybe some indecision about this. Maybe you don't feel like you're in the right job. Maybe there's other options out there. And if there is, you have multiple options anyway.
Yep. You always have, you always will.
There is a calling here to go towards what's
What feels right.
yeah, what's divinely right for you,
Yeah.
maybe, or what's spiritually right for you. I do see a push towards that, which is good, Aries,
Very
because you
beautiful.
should always be pursuing what you actually want,
Let's see. Oh,
even if it doesn't feel as good as what you think you need. What you actually want is going to make you happier in the long run. Obviously, with this Ten of Cups, the right balance is going to really make you feel a lot better about all of it.
Alright, so I actually got 4.
Dang.
Yeah. And typically I don't pick them up, but I had a little tap on my shoulder saying, no, these are meant to come out.
Okay.
So we have Temperance. So that fire energy.
Oof.
We have the Star.
Mrs. Gemini's on right now.
We
huh?
have the Page of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So, only through a level head, and we're talking, we can talk about balance with the Ten of Cups. Only, which is the fifth card that Mr. Gemini pulled, and it's the fifth card that came out on this side of the table. So, I'm reading left to right, not up and down. These aren't really clarifiers for these cards. These are just a story, dialogue that is being given.
Excellent.
So, at least that's what Spirit is telling me to read it as such. And the Five of Wands is there's definitely some, I don't even want to say conflict within your workplace. It might even be inner conflict that you just don't know how to use outwardly to benefit yourself. sometimes that energy is never destroyed. It's just recreated. So you have the Five of Wands going into the Page of Wands. This is definitely communication from the divine with the Judgment card saying whatever choices you make, the choices that you make are going to be the right choices. There's nothing that's going to come out of it. And you're going to have all these choices, but you're not going to be able to see all these choices if you don't have the right temperament. If you don't, if you let that fire energy come and blow through, it's not going to help this situation. Not saying that it's not going to help any situation, because standing your ground and standing for what you believe in is, sometimes you need that fiery, passionate wordplay or temper in order to get your point across. So we have the Star, and this is taking your inner world, your inner judgment, and your outer world, and bringing them together. This is truly manifesting a creative new way to look at your situation. You may be leaving a job, and you may feel like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But the divine, your inner source has already told you that you're not supposed to feel like the Five of Pentacles.
No.
You can ask for help. It's right at your feet. It's just turn your head. There's so much charity around you. But you do not need to feel left out. You do not need to feel like, oh, I'm not working, or I want to work, or whatever it is. This is definitely a big, definitely an internal. I always see the Five of Pentacles as a very internal thing. We're not opening our eyes to the things around us, the same as the Eight of Swords. I see it as the Eight of Swords as well. Not opening your eyes to see your options.
Right.
You have so many options, and you're going to find a creative way to get to what you want and what you desire, Aries. Your career, your work life, your finances are only going to flourish once you start realizing that to look at it in a creative way.
Yeah, I think ultimately
How do you
you're
feel about
looking. I think that's an excellent interpretation, Mrs. Gemini. I think ultimately what you're looking for is that balance, though.
Yep.
That balance between, emotions and work.
Inner and outer.
Yeah, inner and outer, as above, so below. I think
Yes.
that's what you're really looking for, and I think you're moving towards that.
100%. And there's a lot of. We have 2 Page of Wands, so you're going to be either getting.
Or 2 pages, yeah.
2 pages, not 2 pages of Wands. You're definitely going to be receiving communication from the divine and from earthly. But don't settle for less with this Five of Pentacles. Don't ever settle for less, because this is what you truly desire. You desire to have all these options, all these matters inside of your head taken care of. The Five of Pentacles is only going to hold you back from that. The Five of Pentacles is only going to hold you back from receiving that. But regardless, I don't even want to say it's going to hold you back from. I see it happening. You're going to get confirmation and communication.
Absolutely.
With this Page of Cups.
Come to you with a message.
And it's going to be a very creative idea that maybe you've thought of in the past, but you didn't think that it was realistic. And I definitely see this drawing as it being a realistic.
Right.
A realistic and a tangible.
Absolutely.
Especially starting with the Five of Wands, ending with the Five of Pentacles. You have freedom. 5 is a freedom number. 5 is leaving those binds.
Right.
So you're entering with freedom and you're leaving with freedom. These are all just internal. I don't know. This might be.
It might be competition.
Within your position. Maybe you are.
Vying for similar positions, possibly.
Yeah. because you believe that it's what you want. Maybe you have a degree in something and you believe that this is the path that you're supposed to take, and you know it might be, but it doesn't really matter, because in the end your internal guide is going to tell you if it is or not.
Right.
You are going to tell yourself, your guides are going to tell you a little bit of conscience, I'm not happy doing this, or I am happy doing this.
And
so,
if I may say, with all this soft energy, all these
soft.
major arcanas up here, the Empress, the Hierophant,
Judgment.
Temperance, the Star, Judgment, these are all good positive energies for
especially
you.
going towards a career or going into something new.
Absolutely.
And Page of Wands.
Trust your intuition on this.
Yes.
Trust your intuition. You want to give them I think this is a really good read,
it's
Aries.
Beautiful, Aries.
Want to do a moonology for Mrs. Gemini? You want me to do it?
How about you do it?
I'll do it.
Yeah. But there's definitely abundance in your future.
Oh, yeah.
It's how you look at it. It's listening to that inner guide. You need to, like, truly sit there and think about what you want in your life. And it will manifest. You are already in that energy of manifestation. But with a good temper, keeping your head up in times that maybe you haven't kept your head.
Final message for Aries for the month of August. I think this is a great read. You're heading right towards what you want.
Exactly.
I'm glad Mrs. Gemini pulled a big clarify for us.
Those all came out, and typically when I get a chunk, I call this, it's like a little chunk of the deck, I don't even, I let Spirit tell me if I should take it or not, and I got a little tap on the shoulder, and they're like, take it, take it, take it. So.
This is relevant.
Ooh. That one popped right out, Mr. Gemini.
The end of a tough cycle approaches, and I definitely see that in the cards. That's full moon in Capricorn.
Wow.
What that's saying is likely that it's been a long, hard battle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're finally gonna get the kind of thing you're probably looking for, really.
And with Capricorn being your work,
Capricorn's
house,
definitely got a big workhouse.
Then we need to remember that.
How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up, which we were already thinking that anyway.
Wow.
If you were wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. And if you do make an exit, it looks to me like you got plenty of options with that Seven of Cups on the table for sure.
Plenty of options.
The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make sure your professional dreams come true, which it looks like in both of these situations you're definitely willing to pull out all the stops.
Absolutely.
Without being ruthless. With a love question, which is regardless. Release control and trust the universe, and that's Mrs. Gemini's pool says that to me 100%.
Trust the universe. It
shall
provide.
Release your fear, trust the universe, and follow your intuition. And I got that on my side too. It's a little less, but this is about, my Empress here is about you being in your power, knowing what you want, being full of ideas. You have raw power and clarity to move forward. You're looking for something that's going to be lasting. A lasting job where you can make strong choices and long-term commitments with this job, and there may be some indecision about it, but I think that we both know right now that you know what to do, and you're ultimately looking for that balance, emotion, work, love, all the same, right? You're looking for that perfect situation that makes you feel good.
And I also, if you don't mind me coming in and saying something,
sure.
I see the Two of Swords as a partnership of some sort, and that could be your inner and outer world. It will always, when I see the number 2, it's a balance between something. But you have the Ten of Cups right here with 2 beautiful herons, and I think in the end you are coming out on top because you're ending this cycle.
Right.
You're creating a new cycle. And don't leave yourself out because maybe you don't feel like you're being compensated enough. I kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't think you're being compensated enough at the job that you're at.
You're thinking about leaving it, and you probably should.
You you probably should. I don't want to say definitely.
Yeah,
it's always
I'm not telling you.
choice.
Yeah, it's always your
It's
choice.
always
You
your
have free
choice.
will. But if you feel like you should be leaving, then you probably should be leaving.
If you are not fulfilled emotionally, physically, spiritually with the work that you're doing, it can really put an imbalance in your life.
Oh yeah.
So this is a beautiful reading. Come back for the weeklies and the bi-weeklies. Give us a like and a subscribe so you are notified when those are dropped and uploaded. We appreciate you being here so much, and we appreciate being able to read a little part of your life.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Aries. Good luck out there.
Thank you guys. Bye.